the second episode of my abandoned Comanche series. I'm going to be focusing on parting it out, which will, for this video, will include the interior and some of the interior wiring. The next video will be the body and engine removal. Stick around. Start pulling the dash apart and trying to get the stuff salvageable. It's been a while since I've taken apart one of these dashboards. Screws off both sides. Upper part of the dash is off. I just gotta get in here and get the regular rest of the crap off. So try to get you a better angle. Torque spits off, which is gonna be somewhat fun. Giant Phillips out of the hood release. It's a little bit hard to see, but you can wiggle this up off of the bracket. Trying to get the bolts out of here, which you probably can barely see. I need to move this at least over a little bit because there's a hidden bolt in this. Parking brake lever will not stay down because it's cracked, or the cable's broken. Two off. I'm gonna have to take the fuse block apart. Take these out. I'm not gonna move it enough to get to that last bolt, I don't believe. Now I'll have to see if I can disconnect it from inside the engine bay. There is a 1/4-inch bolt hidden in between the two connectors in the engine bay. It's very hard to see. So that is out. Okay, now that we have the harness disconnected, I can move that. You can see the 1/4-inch bolt hiding back there. It goes into the connector. So I'm gonna try to reposition this so that I can get to that last bolt back in here with the parking brake. Yeah, it's gonna be stubborn. Little bolt is out. I'm gonna have to take this bolt that goes up to the steering column off as a brace and show you like the parking brake out. There's another brace you have to take off first. It goes over to the kick panel area on the driver's side. I may be able to get this one single frickin' screw out. And we get the final hidden hood release bolt out. There we go. Now we can finally start taking the dash apart again. Get this screw off, but there was a clip, thankfully. The radio, AC controls out. the bulb. It's hanging me up there. There we go. It's a pull out. It's normally not too bad, I just don't want to break it. So I'm going to have to wedge something in to get this little clip off. And then this piece, maybe hard to see, but this piece will pop out, and then that arm will disconnect from this little hook lever. I'm gonna pull the steering column. These are the steering column connections. There's a thumb release there, and you just gotta pull at it gently. Come on, there we go. There's 2 push tabs. There we go. Just the one. Let's see if we can get. Oh, that was beautiful. So success. There were 2 bolts. And way the hell up in there. We have the connections off for the ECM, PCM, whatever you want to call it, whatever they call it in this era. I'm going to try to gently pop this through into the engine bay. Part of why I'm taking this apart is I have my other Comanche that I don't plan on selling, I plan on restoring it. So I want to know how to take all of it apart. So this is a great guinea pig. So if I break something here, it's unfortunate, but not that big a deal. So there's 2 upper bolts, and then these other bolts connecting the brake pedal, clutch pedal assembly. So I'm going to pop those off after I disconnect the pedals. So we're gonna pull this piece. There is a spring pin that's bent over. Try to ears turn back and pull that pin. We can pull the lever for the clutch. Jeep has a wonderfully strange mix of metric and standard fasteners, and you almost never know what you're going to get. A bunch of pin out, and our brake pedal is free. Oh, that was a little slice of hell. I got the 2 upper bolts. It shouldn't be. Yep, that's everything. That's the gas pedal. I should be able to just simply, yep, pull that out. Take this wonderful shift knob off. It's gonna unthread it completely, but I duct taped and glued it back in place. So let me pop this up because I need access to the screws. So that won't be a problem getting that off. So I peel that back to expose the other bolt. No, I would never do this on a good car, but this thing is, the tub's going to the scrap. So Just use the gasket. It's a cheap way to make a quick little template for the aluminum sheet I'm going to put over the trans. And there we are. The front two bolts don't exactly go all the way. I didn't want to hurt the case. I might put washers on them just to clamp it down later, but for right now, that's very well sealed. There's several screws under the defroster. And I'm going to attempt to use this to get them out. Some persuasion, it will come out. So there's a series of dash bolts up at the top. I left the bolts on the bottom just simply loose because normally they're designed to hinge. So this is what I'm talking about with this hinge. They make it like that. So it's easier to put on the assembly line. It does work to your advantage if you keep an eye out for stuff like that. It's the same on the other side. Just want to go through and make sure everything's disconnected. And I have to get this antenna line, which I probably need both hands to do. Connections at the heater core. This is the harness to the back. And I will be pulling the seat next and getting the other wiring out of the way. For now, I'm going to just simply pull it. We're going to peel the harness off of the dashboard assembly. The push clips are probably going to break. Ooh. Side. Push that through. We have a completely disassembled dash harness. Can't believe this little booger came off. Oh, hey, look, frame. The frame is so routed I can probably actually grab it from the bottom. That little stud sticking out is for the seat, so I hopefully can get a pair of vice grips on it and get it from the top. Floor's so rusty. Pulled the bolt through. Now that side's off for now. Not the way I wanted to, but at least the brackets are fine. Now we're on the passenger side, and one of the nuts isn't the nut anymore. I'm not exactly sure what happened to it, but that's going to be entertaining. Oh. Seat bracket's gone there. These are the rear seat bolts, by the way. This is the driver's side rear of the seat mount. The outer bolt is rounded off. Well, it was rounded off before I got to it, and I just made it worse. So I'm going to have to see if I can pinch it or cut it from the bottom. Oh, no cutting necessary, and thankfully, because it's just as junk as the rest of the Comanche. Let's see what I can do to pull the seat out. I might not be able to get the seat out without assistance. When in doubt, get a bigger lever. Got a lot more room for activities. I'm pulling this carpeted piece, pull it away. Just clip the bottom over here in the center. Now the top comes off real easy. And it looks like there's some kind of 8mm screws in the bottom panel. The panel just comes right out. There's two hooks right here for the, I believe it's for the bottle jack or for the jack. You have a flat that hold it in the driver's side. That's the back side of the lower seatbelt bolt. So I'm likely going to have to come in here and cut it out with a death wheel. Two screws here, and there's covers on these, and there's torque bits. Just gently pull that off. Pull it away. Get over the studs and break anything. Just slips off. There's a bolt here, torque bit. And then this whole assembly will be free like spider carcass. That's basically it. These things need cleaning. This is the pocket for the seatbelt. One screw in each of the sun visor retainers. 3 screws in the visor. Theoretically, headliner will come down. Definitely seen better days. The interior is done for dismantling. So, needless to say, I will be cutting those seat belts off so I can pull the seat out. Yeehaw!